you become stale and stagnant. So take advantage of technology and the digitalization. You can create your own platform, sell your products. Professor Namzoya, where you come from, you have a lot of shea butter. It is not only the book. Go there. What will make you different businessman is that you have the knowledge than us. Those of us who didn't finish the university. Buy the shea butter. Bring it to Accra. I'll give you contact in Botswana, South Africa, and other countries. Students, go on internet, Amazon, Alibaba, take advantage, buy from them. This time, because of technology, digital, you don't even need to travel to China. You just have to source for companies and their products. What is suitable to whatever your vision is, you just order on internet, which is digital. It arrives. Look at the number of students gathered here. Anyway, clap for yourself. This is the best and the biggest number I have ever seen. And well attended. Let me thank the organizers before I continue. I'm finishing. You know, it's been too long, but I have to share it with them. So, take advantage of digitalization. Don't sit back. This time is very easy. When you are doing business, I sit here. My wife is in America. She had to go for a week. On her phone, she's monitoring what is going on at Ashanti Steel and Platinum Plastics. I sit here in my office, my bedroom, not my office, because my cousin here doesn't even know that I monitor all the businesses from my bedroom. I'm sharing this with you. This is a secret. I know tomorrow he'll try and get to my bed. So technology and digitalization enhances businesses better than what we were doing before. So young men, take advantage of what is going on in the world. You can go ahead and do your masters, but whilst you are doing the masters, you should also be doing small jobs for supplementary income. So when we are here and we're talking of this digital age, it is to your advantage, because the products that I was hawking on the street, now you can put it on internet. You have chocolate, you have raw, you have blade, tatra, Laz, all on internet, and they will buy it. That's the advantage you have. Instead of walking miles, this time you sit there and you can market your product. Take advantage of that. Be creative. Don't sit there and wait for your parents to give you money every day. So this topic, I thought of it carefully, and all I said to myself, summarize it, say that digital made business easy. Careful thought, the whole thing, I summarized it and said, digital made business easy. So now business is easy because we've digitalized everything. You only have to be creative to know what you want. Then take advantage of it and work hard. And trust me, sky will be the limit. So, sitting here, all speakers mentioning Agyapong, I'm not a magician, I'm just one of you. Just that I work hard. And I don't take no for an answer. When I set my mind on something that I'm going to do it, I make sure I execute it. So I'll end here by encouraging you that if Agyapong has made it, you at the age of 20, 22, in the universities, you can do better than Agyapong. And clapping doesn't mean anything because you finish university. Clapping means I am not going to look for government job. I'm going to sell bread. But this bread, I will sell it in style because of my because of the knowledge I acquired on campus. I'll use a different market to sell bread. Who can make me broke? I won't, because I can go to the lowest level and sell bread. All right, Agyapong bread, Some students will look at you and say, look at him, he's selling bread. And one day, they will see you. That Agyapong bread, has a chain of factories producing bread. You can sell blocks. Put on your jeans, sneakers, go out there. Do something. Forget about the knowledge you've acquired. If you are not getting the job, try and do something. And when you begin to do it, that is when you apply the knowledge. But if you think you're a lawyer and therefore you don't want to do anything, some law firms, with all due respect to them, about 6 months, they will not even have one case. So if I don't go and shout, but now that I'm not shouting, how would you get the money? But a lawyer can do something else. You know. So young men and women gathered here today, I share this for you to know that I started from humble beginning and I'm climbing. I'm not yet there. Because you see me, the way professors are mentioning my name, when I went to the meetings, say, in Ghana, in a blind man's world, one-eyed man is a king. When you hear the numbers they mention, Agyapong is nobody. If I'm not bold, I cannot even speak. So I haven't gotten there yet. I'm still fighting to get up there. So I want you to repeat this after me. Say that one day, I will be somebody. I'll be better than Agyapong. Go and work at it. God bless you.
One day, I will be what? Somebody. And Honorable Ken says,
right there, they cut him off. The man has never met me before. Now he wants me to be his partner in Ghana because of honesty. So it's very, very important if you want to succeed in life. Again, humility. See a lot of rich people here in Africa, especially black people, even in America. See the American basketball players and footballers. When they are going to the stadium, the cars that they use are more expensive than the club owners. Exactly so happening here in Ghana. If you are not humble, this is too personal, I will not mention the name. I went to a young man's house and I saw about 12 cars parked. And I told him, you work for government. You live in this neighborhood, enclosed neighborhood, and everybody knows who you are. Are you dumb to park 12 cars here? What are you doing with this? You met people here. Before you came, there were people staying here. They saw your house being built. And now you have 12 cars. He is not a minister. He is chief executive. And have 12 cars parked. I advise him, you gotta be humble. You are exposing yourself. I don't want to tell you what has happened to him. You know, so you have to be humble if you really want to do business. It is not going about, throwing about, you know, showcasing what you have. If you go to meetings, the billionaires, they come in with jeans and t-shirts and sneakers. It is those of us, we call ourselves wannabe. The wannabe, we go there to impress. Then we put on nice suits, nice watch. In the meetings, they don't even look at the watch. They don't have time. When you talk to them and you hear the things they dream and think about, you realize you've wasted your time going to buy all these things. You know, so we have to be humble. Then you should have foresight. You need a foresight. Ask yourself where you want to go, how far you want to go in life. It is important. Anybody without a foresight has no dream. If you have a foresight, you dream. And when you dream, dream big. Don't be a myopic dreamer or thinker. Do it big, think big, do it big, and you reap big. Even when I was young, my mother, anytime I go and do something, oh, Kwame, wait there. By the time she is advising me not to do it, I have already done it and paid for it. So you should have a foresight. Then cooperation. This time, you are young. You have to link up with friends, set up a company together. When you put your capital together, you'll be able to come out with a good company than one person starting from beginning. Unfortunately, this side of the world, partnership don't work, but we have to make it work because that's how others have made it. So we need cooperation among ourselves. We don't need negative competition. Competition is important, but it becomes negative when you are envious of your colleague. It's not healthy at all. So these 7 things I've told you: vision, courage, integrity, humility, foresight, and the last one, you have to stay focused. There will be distractions, whether natural or artificial. If you look at the economic trend, because of America and the rest of the world trade tariffs, it is something that you did not foresee that it will happen, but it has happened. You don't have to be discouraged because of what is happening, but stay focused. You aim at a level that you want to attain. And trust me, although what I call, we live in a world where we are multitudinous in Canada. It's like waves, it goes down and up. When you have this, then comes in the digital. Today, you'll be a better entrepreneurs than us because of advancements in technology and digitalization. You can sit here and do business elsewhere. My daughter, who is at Walton Business School, is now here selling chicken whilst he's still working in America. Because of internet, she has a job. She's always on her computer or laptop working, and at the same time going to one of the coastals. She has taken one of the coastals selling chicken. Somebody will ask why a Walton Business School student should sell chicken. She did the analysis with my son, and my son told her, if you invest every $14,000 container, you make $12,000. He said, then why am I in this classroom? I'm coming. So now she's working with the brother. Although, how many departments do you have?
Because we have 6.
6. I want 3 from each department for internship.
And I am sure Madam D will say the first 3 who registered for this program. I have not said anything, no. Madam D, over to you. Please, let's give a big round of applause to the Honorable Kennedy. If Honorable Kennedy or Agyapong is still learning, what about each one of us? Please, if you are to do a hashtag, SSS Student Industry Conference, what take-home message have you taken from speakers so far? At least did you take note of the gospel? And Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, you are very creative, so the creative mind is still working. And as you mentioned, because the last time I heard of PhD, and that was patriotism, honesty, discipline. And today is what? Gospel, just to motivate all the youth. The goals, the objectives, the strategy, the planning, and the activities that you tie to it. Please take note of all the memorable thoughts shared by our dear business mogul and leader. Don't be a myopic dreamer. Did you hear that? Use social media to market yourself. Integrity, humility, cooperation, and staying focused. Many are the thoughts that have been shared. I do remember the popular saying by Helen Hayes, who said, the expert in anything was once a beginner. He started from a very humble beginning, and he says he's still learning. When he was exiting the lectern, what he said is that, young man, I have done my part, I have left the rest to you. Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong, in principle, introduced a young man who was just like you, also hailing from School of Social Science, Department of Political Science. Between 2008 and 2012, he completed University of Ghana, Department of Political Science. Now, the food for thought, a political science student, but look at a succinct version of his profile. He's also a visionary entrepreneur with a diverse portfolio spanning technology startups, plastic recycling, renewable energy, sports, agriculture, and coffee marketing. He did what? Political science. He's driving his entrepreneurial castle, and indeed, that is a profound commitment to youth empowerment, community development, digital inclusion, pathways in strengthening especially Ghanaian youth. At the last check, he schooled and schooled and schooled. He's been to Barcelona to school, China to school, UK to school, Nevada to school. Where else haven't you gone to? With this in mind, Benasco, his exceptional contributions have garnered international recognition through many prestigious awards, including the most recent one, 2017 ICT Champion Award from International Telecommunications Union in Geneva, Switzerland. Then, the Queen's Young Leaders Award from Queen Elizabeth II, Commonwealth Trust in 2016. Young Achiever in Advocacy and Activism 2021 by the Young Achiever Awards. The Northern Excellence Awards further acknowledge his impact, especially with Special Recognition Award in 2022. In 2024, that was not the end. Mandela Washington Fellow was accorded him, and I must say, he's also a politician and continued to support the NPP and even stood as a candidate for Sola Tuna Kalba district in the Savannah region, bringing global exposure to his local development initiatives. Currently, he's the CEO of NASCO Tech. When I hear NASCO, I think of fridges and TVs.
Wrong. I'm a sociologist. And what is a creative mind? With my learning knowledge in that field, I'm a layman, I'm a finance and economic person, or a tree science person. So the primary knowledge I have is that it's somebody who has the ability to create or generate new ideas and using that to solving prevailing problems. And the issue about digital or digitalization, basically my simplest knowledge or understanding is the use of computers and internet to enhance, support the businesses, the ideas you have. And this is the best fit, talking about entrepreneurship, businesses, talking about facilitators or facilitating factors. Others will say as a catalyst. You're talking about computers, internet, and co. So you realize that the age that we find ourselves in, this is the way to go. But I always say this, I have my own philosophy, that anything one is holding, the usefulness or the otherwise of that thing you're holding lies in the discretionary decision of the beholder. We can use water to cure, you can use water to kill. Use knife to do something, is in the kitchen. You can use knife to kill. You can use the same medicine, paracetamol, you get healed. And you can use paracetamol, if you use it wrongly, you die. So all these things that we are talking about, it depends on how you pick what you are being taught by your lecturers and great men like Honorable Ken, and then how you put to good use. There was this word used, pracademic. My understanding of that is somebody who can combine theory and practical knowledge. So how do you take advantage of what you are doing? It lies with you as a young person. Ending with this, see what we do with our social media, which is a key component of digitalization. What information, now even when you speak, they change the story. The things you read about most of us, about 90%, is not the truth. I'm telling you. Now they can use AI, use my face, use some frequencies and other software stuff, and I will be saying things that I never said. So I'm begging you, it is how you use what you have that will determine your future. All that I can say is that you are lucky. Unlike probably when we're growing up, you have a lot. Don't heap scorn on these things we are doing. Take advantage, practicalize them, and your future will be great. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Please, let's clap for Honorable Doctor. Honorable, we are grateful for these thoughts. At this point, permit me to appreciate those who have supported this particular program. And it is best done when you are able to do this at the peak moment. While we are ready to hear our special guests of honor's address and also the keynote address, Anna, who is in our midst. In the marriage of an Ansewa, there was a statement that chiefs deserves their appellations, and hard work must be duly appreciated. He is a visionary entrepreneur, a champion of African economic self-reliance. This person we are talking about